Welcome to this episode of Truth Talk. In today's episode, we'll be discussing DaBaby and cancel culture, R. Kelly and his trial, and Marilyn Manson's accusations. Let's get right into it. I know I'm a bit late to this one, but it's important to know why DaBaby is being canceled. DaBaby was performing at Rolling Loud when he tried hyping up the crowd. He said some things that wouldn't sit well. After doing this, he was removed from almost every show he was listed to perform at and dropped by clothing brands he was representing. It seemed like for 2 whole weeks the entire world was against DaBaby. Artists that had worked with DaBaby had come out publicly to denounce him. He was removed from playlists, and even songs that he was already on were taken down. DaBaby tried standing up for himself, and it didn't work as planned. He was paying for such a small mistake with his entire career. I understand that DaBaby might have offended some of the fans that might have been in the crowd by saying what he said, but the truth is it's entertainment. You might not agree with everything you see in a movie, but you'll still watch it. Rappers say offensive things about people all the time. That wasn't the problem. The problem was he was going against the agenda that was being pushed. When an artist momentarily goes against the industry's agenda, the industry punishes the artist. DaBaby tried standing up for himself, and the industry did not appreciate that at all. They were expecting DaBaby to instantly apologize, which he was eventually forced to do. This is how the industry keeps their artists in check. If an artist slips up and says something or does something that goes against the agenda that's being pushed, the artist is reprimanded and told to stay in line. DaBaby tried fighting back and was expecting the support of his fans. What DaBaby failed to realize is that most of his fans are just fans of the industry. Fans' minds are easily swayed into obeying the agenda. All the record label has to do is have a few big-name artists come out denouncing whoever goes against the agenda. By doing this, they start to lower their fans in notoriety. The industry assures the destruction of anyone who doesn't represent what they represent. This is how they control artists and keep them in line. As much as it looks like these artists have free speech, they don't. They have to obey the agenda. Now let's talk about R. Kelly and his current charges. R. Kelly was one of the biggest R&B names in the 90s and early 2000s. He was loved by many fans, mainly by adoring women. R. Kelly was on top of the world and could have had everything he wanted, including every woman he wanted. Instead, he chose young girls, and for years, while he was in the industry, he used his fame and power to manipulate young girls into sleeping with him and doing very disturbing things. R. Kelly was finally indicted for the second time on July 11, 2019, for charges that the world knew he was guilty of doing for years. But the first time R. Kelly was brought in on these charges back in 2003, he was still a megastar with millions of dollars. Like I always say, money can buy you anything in the land of the free. R. Kelly was able to buy his innocence with his money and fame. This time around, R. Kelly doesn't have the money to be able to make these charges go away again. With such charges as trafficking humans and all types of disgusting other offenses, he might not make it out of this one. I can never understand why this country is so corrupt. They let this man free back in 2003, knowing what he was doing to these young girls. Knowing that he was keeping these young girls captive, they allowed him to continue for years, as he was destroying hundreds or maybe even thousands of young girls' lives. In my opinion, people like R. Kelly should be kept in a cage on an island alone. If you would like to see me cover a full episode on R. Kelly, comment R. Kelly below. If at least 300 people comment R. Kelly, the next video will be about him. Now let's talk about Marilyn Manson's accusations. Recently, Manson was spotted with Kanye and DaBaby at the Donda release event. Many people were questioning why was a famous Satanist whose entire career was about worshipping Lucifer and self-worship would be at Kanye's supposed Christian-based Donda event. If you saw my video on Donda, then you already know that that was no Christian event. Manson has openly represented evil his entire career, so it's not really a surprise to me that he is now being accused by 5 women of doing very bad things to them. One of those women, Rachel Wood, is an actress off the HBO show Westworld, who dated Manson when she was only 18 and he was 36. She accuses Manson of doing all type of evil things to her, clearly showing what kind of man Manson is, the same exact man he portrayed himself to be in his music. As a Satanist, he lives by do what thou wilt, doing as he pleases, disregarding the consequences. The industry is ran by evil, and they love to let evil flourish. It is built on satanic morals, and is why artists like Manson are even allowed to exist. Kanye tried to play God by attempting to save Manson's career by having him attend the Donda event. But why? And what connection does Kanye West have with Marilyn Manson, who is an open Satanist? Isn't Kanye supposed to be a Christian now? To me, the answer to this is simple. They serve the same master. They both push the same destructive agenda. DaBaby wasn't at the Donda event for no reason either. He was most likely seeking help from Kanye, hoping that it would fix his reputation. But who knows what it's going to cost him in the long run. I hope Manson's victims get justice for the horrible crimes he did to them. As evil as Manson is, he still has millions of fans worshiping him. We cannot allow men like Manson to manipulate us. Their agenda is clearly visible for the world to see. We must ignore it. We must help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Thank you for watching this episode of The Truth Is. I just wanted to let you know that I have started a second channel, and whoever subscribes before September 25th will be automatically entered to a giveaway, where I would be picking 3 winners, each getting $50 and a Know the Truth shirt. If you would like to further support the channel, join me on Patreon, the link would be in the description. If you join me before the 28th of this month, you could be entered to this month's monthly raffle, where you can win a shirt, a cash prize, and even pick a video topic. Also, please leave a comment below on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button as this helps other people find these videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. Please follow me on Instagram at TheTruthIs01 and on TikTok at TheTruthIs. I would gladly appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.